they don't come out anymore. Hey guys, it's Bailey. And today, oh my god, I hate myself. Hey guys, it's Bailey, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about a 21 Pilots concert experience I had. So I'm going to be telling you guys about the Nashville experience that I had when I went and saw them at the Ascend Amphitheater in Nashville, Tennessee. It was a really nice amphitheater, by the way. Like, it was very clean, the acoustics were great. Everybody there, like, just Nashville in general, everybody there was so nice. Like, and even the clique that showed up to that concert, like, everyone was so sweet. Like, I know this girl who was behind us, she ended up almost passing out, and like, everybody was so worried about her, and she had to leave, and this was before the concert had even started. And the clique actually like let her back into her original spot that she was in before. Original spot that she... Can you stop? BRB. I'm back. He was literally like hammering the knife into the like frozen ground beef because he's making dinner. I guess because it wouldn't thaw out. I was like, dude, like, are you done? And he's like, I'm killing the cow. Like, wow, nice thing to say to your vegetarian child. First world problems. So the days leading up to the concert, my friend Gwen and I, we decided we wanted to get there at 7 a.m. the day before the concert started. And we were going to camp outside on the sidewalk outside the venue. And we ended up looking at the venue's website, and they said no camping was allowed. So we called them up and we were like, hey, what is the time that we can like officially start queuing a line? And they were like, oh yeah, you can start queuing a line at 7 a.m. The day of. And so we were like, yeah, okay, that shouldn't be so bad. Maybe there aren't going to be that many people there. So we weren't worried about it, right? So it's maybe like 2 p.m. the day before the concert starts, and I'm still at my house and everything. Gwen hasn't come over yet. She's like with her boyfriend or whatever. She's gonna come over in a few hours. But then she calls me and she's like, yo, like, my boyfriend just told me that he saw on this Instagram account that they were already queuing a line there at the venue that we're going to. And they had like little markers on their hands that said like 1 and 2, right? And so of course, Gwen and I were like freaking out, and we were like, oh my god, like, dude, we need to go now, because as soon as people start seeing that, they're going to start showing up and more people are going to come. And it takes us about 4 hours to get to Nashville, which is where our concert was at. And so that made everything just a lot more like hectic. And so we were freaking out, right? So Gwen comes over as soon as she can. My dad's doing like some stuff to get ready for the concert, like packing up the truck and everything. Yeah, so we left at like 9 p.m. the day before. Took us 4 hours to get there. We got there at 1 a.m. the day of, and we were number 21, 22, and 23 in line. We couldn't queue a line on the grounds of the venue. Of course, they said you had to wait until 7 a.m. So it was really like the sidewalk right outside the venue, which technically was not their property, so they couldn't tell us to move, but... So yeah, it turned 7 o'clock and everybody ended up moving towards the gates on the actual property, and it split up. Originally it was one line, and then when we moved over to the gates, it split up into 4 sections. This is where it got kind of like discombobulated and everybody started losing their spot. Gwen and I ended up getting to be first on the second gate, so we started the second line. For most of the day, people would go across the street, like directly across the street. There was this nice hotel, and a lot of people just went in there to like pee and like get water, because they served free water in there, and like charge their phones and get in the air conditioning. Some people slept in there for a couple hours. I'm not sure if like the hotel people noticed that all of these people were coming in there and using their facility without like paying for it, but so It's 5:30 p.m. The gates open. We've got all of our stuff in our hands so that it speeds up the process so they don't have to check us. We've got all our stuff in our hands. We let them scan us. We've got our tickets in our hands. And then we just run to the barricade. Just, of course, like every venue, they say,
"No running. It's a safety hazard. Blah, blah, blah."
But of course, no one listened because we're a bunch of teenage fangirls. So we ran to the barricade. Of course, well, I shouldn't say of course because that sounds kind of like, ooh. So me and Gwen ran. We got front and center barricade. Like, we were like touching the gate in the very middle of the stage. Like, that was us. We claimed our spot. We were not moving. We had it. I'd like to thank Gwen because she got there before me because she ran faster, and also she got her ticket done before I did, so she saved me a spot. Thanks, Gwen. We went through Mute Math and Chef Special. They were pretty neat. If I do say so myself, they were pretty radical. And before the concert actually started, let me just tell you, this was like the most anticipating moment of it all. There were these hazmat suits that were like in the very back, and you could see them and you could totally tell they were like screwing with us. They would come out, stand there for a second, and then they'd walk towards us just a little bit, and then they'd turn back around and they'd go away. And that happened maybe like 20 plus times. Like, I'm not even kidding you. They were totally blue-balling us. Everybody out there was like, are you kidding me? Like, we're tired of this shit. Like, just come on stage, man. Top started and it was amazing. They started with Fairly Local, which turned into Heavy Dirty Soul. I'll insert a clip of me screaming very obnoxiously as they come onto stage. You'll probably be like, Bailey, shut the F up. Here it is. And then, of course, they go through some more songs of the set. Everything was amazing, of course, like, duh. And then they go into Holding On To You, which is where Tyler, like, goes out onto the stage, like, no platform or anything, no island. He has just, like, his feet. Like, he's literally, like, his feet are, like, standing on your hands, like, rapping away. He's like, SWAT! Yeah, he's literally, like, 2 feet away from me. I'm crying on the inside. Yeah, I'll insert a clip of that, too. And then still, during Holding On To You, Josh ends up doing his backflip like he always does. After 3 concerts of me watching them perform, I have always missed him doing that backflip. Then they do their little covers with Chef Special and Mute Math.
awesome. One of my favorite bands of all time. And from New Orleans. Would you please give it up for Mute Mouth? Alright, now we're gonna do some covers for you, but we need your help.
Josh does his little trumpet thing, and he's like, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I'll just show you. And then the Trees finale comes on, and at this point, I am just like the smallest little bitch. Like, I start crying, like legit, like water is coming from my tear ducts and onto my face. Like, it's streaming. Like, it's not just like, oh, I'm tearing up. No, it's literally like. And also during the Trees finale, you know, that's when they do their like the drum islands, but like separately, like the small ones where they have the water on them. I was closer to Josh, and I ended up holding up his actual drum while he was playing. And let me just tell you for a second, can we just like, let's just slow it down for a second. Let's just chill for a second, slow it down, because I have something to say. When I got hit with Josh Dunn's drum water, it was so cold and nice, and I really felt like I was having a spiritual awakening. It was a religious experience. It was a full body, like I was born again type shit. Like I closed my eyes and I wanted to savor the moment, and I was like, this is not creepy either. Like, this is not me being like, oh my gosh, Josh Dunn like had the water that he poured from his water bottle with his hand on the drum and hit me in the back. Like, no, like that's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying like it was so hot outside. I've been outside in the heat for like 18 hours, and I am in a crowd full of people. Hair is flying everywhere. I am hot. I am like, I don't have any water. I'm thirsty. And then that water, that's cool water, just, it was, and then like just the novelty of it being that it was Josh and he hit me with his drum. Like, I guess you can say that's creepy, but like, I don't know. So the concert is over and we leave the pit area. We're waiting on my dad, blah, blah, blah. And then we leave and we want to go meet Tyler and Josh at the buses. So we go and see Jasmine Dunsif, if you know her from Instagram, Jasmine Dunsif. And we had like talked to her a little bit in the line. And so we went up to her after the concert and we're like, hey, you know, are you planning to see Tyler and Josh? Because we want to see them too. And we don't see the tour buses, so do you like maybe know anything? And she was like, they don't come out anymore. And it was honestly like, this sounds so lame, but like it was the saddest thing to hear that. Like, I understand why. I mean, like, they have lives too, like, cut them some slack, you know? So I understand why they wouldn't be able to meet us. It was kind of sad, but like, it was also a really amazing concert, and I understand the circumstances, so it wasn't that big a deal that we didn't meet them. So at this point, you know, we're all tired, hungry, thirsty, we want to sleep, like everything that you could possibly think to keep yourself going, like in all of us, was just gone. Like, we were dead, like literal death walking on two legs. And we drove back home, and yeah, that was that. It was really fun, and I would definitely go through all of that again just to see 21 Pilots, because I am complete trash. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed listening to me blabber for about maybe a million hours. Yeah, subscribe and like and comment and all that good stuff, and I guess I'll see you next time I upload a video, because I haven't gotten on a schedule yet. Okay, love you guys, bye! Woo! I don't know if that worked.